Welcome back to Race Week Wrapped. We are here in Jakarta for round 12 of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship, except we're currently on a beach. Ancol Beach, to be precise. We're about 200 metres away from track, shows just how central we are. But track, I hear you say? I think we should go walk it. I think we should do track walk. Let's go. Well hot.
Might be too hot.
Might be. Good man. First things first, you're coming into this fighting for a championship. Where's your head at going into this weekend?
Obviously, yeah. I mean, we're in a great place. We have a pretty decent lead in the standings. So, yeah, I think this weekend nothing really changes in terms of approach. We need to try and do a good qualifying and a good race. We still have the Teams Championship, which is extremely close with Porsche. So I want to try and support Nissan as much as I can in that.
Hey, if you come for a chat, I'll give you a fan. Do you know what, Antonio? I am your biggest fan.
You are, right now you're my only fan.
I didn't want to say that, but let's put that away. Shanghai was a more positive weekend. The championship fight is certainly hotting up in the teams and manufacturers, isn't it?
Yeah, I think teams and manufacturers, we were up there. We can, we're leading the teams. Manufacturers, we're not far. The drivers, it's a little bit fantasy at the moment. I think Ollie's got that one under control, but we never know. Formula E is always unpredictable, so.
And surely you're going to do everything you can to spice it up.
Well, spice it up, it's always important, we want to give everybody a good show, so we'll try to mess everything up and see what happens.
Properly, that's annoying. There you go.
First thing in the morning and I get told how to do my job.
Yeah, sorry.
I wasn't actually going to talk to you on track walk, but then every single time we come to a race, you've done something new and interesting since the previous race.
Thank you.
Well, actually, no, this time you just kind of had beef with George Russell?
I'd say beef's a strong word.
Oh, did he have beef with you?
I don't know. At the end of the day, I just saw squiggles on a page. I wasn't in his head as he said that, So I don't know if he meant it. He could have meant it totally as a joke. I really don't know. So either way, I just thought it was all a bit unnecessary. So, I just thought, as I said in my video, I'll address this. So I did.
I feel like I quite enjoyed the clapback. You were like, you know what? I'm not having this.
Yeah,
I'll make my point.
Yeah, well, the good thing is I'd obviously had a few beers, but I'd had the right amount of beers. It was 3 or 4, so it was a creative level of beer. And I got sent the link, and I was just like, I'm responding to this.
Good vibes are in the team now. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts coming into this weekend? We're feeling good about Jakarta?
Yeah, absolutely. Last 3 races of the season are street circuits, and that's sort of where we've been stronger recently. So, yeah, the high-speed combined conventional circuits we seem to struggle at a bit more. I know why, but I can't say. But yeah, I think we'll be good here. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Last time we were here in Indonesia, you did win here, 2 pole positions. With a different team now, but that must give you some positivity coming into this weekend.
Yeah, for sure. It always gives you a good feeling. As I said, I really like racing in Asia. I think now all the Asian races I've won already.
You're quite good at them here, huh?
In the past, I don't know why, yeah, but it's a thing, and yeah, cool track, very technical, has a very nice flow, and yeah, as well the fans are super supportive. So yeah, I enjoyed to drive here again.
Taylor, first things first, welcome to Jakarta. Hit me with the first impressions.
It's hot.
Do you want to answer that again before you get a telling off? Taylor, hit me with the first impressions.
It's pretty warm. Yeah, after doing most of the track walk, I'm definitely sweating.
Bit toasty, huh? Is that going to be the big challenge of the weekend, do you think?
Potentially. I mean, I'm not sure in terms of tyre prep, but definitely in the race with battery temperature and things like that, it will definitely be an issue, yeah.
Well, where is your head at in these last 5 races now?
Trying to get in front of the 2 Porsche guys.
How hard can it be?
Pretty difficult. I mean, they're probably 2 of the strongest guys on the grid. Obviously, that's why they're 2nd and 3rd in the championship, but it's not impossible.
Welcome to race day. Qualifying is now done and dusted, and there's some pretty big stories for me to run you through. So firstly, the man on pole position, Jake Dennis, his first one all season, and actually the final was a battle of the Brits. He just pipped Taylor Barnard, who to be honest looked like he was going to take it until he made a mistake in that very tricky hairpin right here. Then what else is going on? Both Mahindras made it into the duels. Actually, the only team to have them both get through, so could be something to watch out for during the race. And as well as that, Less successful for Nissan because Oliver Rowland got blocked by Norman Nato on his fastest lap attempt. He really wasn't happy. It's going to be a tough race for the championship leader. So, I think it's about time we head down to the autograph session and see what the drivers have to say. Tell me about your hat!
It's Formula E Gantry Evo and I make this only in 2 days.
Can you give it a little show to the camera? Look at that, guys! How amazing!
I'm not ready for you, or I'm not ready for your payback yet. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm gonna... Alexa played a small part on a prank of me, so it's not today. It's not my payback today. Anyway, all good?
Yeah, I'm great! What are you wearing?
A cooling vest.
What's that?
It's a vest that keeps me cool.
How does it do that?
It's got loads of ice inside, look.
Oh, so it's got like an ice pack in it?
Yeah.
Ah. It's so sweet. Guys, I don't even want to jump in. This is such a nice moment between Max and his fans. Oh, don't ruin it, Max. Don't ruin it. Yeah, he nailed it. He nailed it. And look at the signs as well. Someone's made that ready, fresh from Shanghai. Look at that picture. Yeah. Merch.
Welcome.
Can you tell me what it is?
That's called Wayang.
And what does it mean?
It's a puppet show in Indonesia, but it's a keychain.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yes,
It's nice to
you're
meet you. What is that?
They both got given these.
Is it a gift?
Yeah.
They have matching. McLaren now have matching shirts, guys.
Thank you.
Nick De Vries, I keep bringing it up that it's low-key a home race for you, but the fans are really getting into it. There's a lot of support for you here.
I appreciate it. Thank you. It's very kind.
It's nice to see, isn't it?
Smile.
I don't think we've done that before. And just briefly, you've told me before that you don't mind a clean. You like having a clean house. Did you lend a hand today getting your car cleaned?
Kind of busy going around in circles, making it dirty.
Oh yeah, all right, good excuses. I think I've interviewed Dan a ridiculous number of times this weekend. So Bianca, I've actually got an idea. Can you interview Dan for me? Come on, I need you to get his expert opinion.
Thoughts on the duels?
To the point. Pretty happy, yeah. Who am I addressing? Yeah. Yeah, pretty happy. It's a bit frustrating to lose out by 5 thousandths, but I think we put the car in a good window, and yeah, happy to be P5 to start the race.
Mega.
Yeah, man.
And
Thanks, Bianca. Also, I'm actually going to come around and ask you a proper question. What are you doing here? Tell us.
me, I'm
What the hell are you doing?
I didn't say it that bad.
I mean, yeah, the teams told me to go and do the autograph session.
No, not the autograph session.
Oh.
I meant it. I meant why are you in Jakarta with Kira?
Decide as a new Cooper Here development driver, so I'm developing as a driver this weekend, I guess.
And how are you doing that?
Good. Yeah, got to sit in during debriefs, took down notes, and obviously it's very important for me to learn from experienced drivers like both David and Dan. They give very good feedback during debrief, and surely that'll help me along the line. So yeah, more tools in my toolbox.
Exciting stuff. I never know what to expect when I come down here, but it's always something. Thanks, guys. Cheers. I've kind of decided that I don't really want to do my job today.
Why?
I've done too much of it.
What is your job?
Interviewing people, talking to people.
Come to me.
I wondered if you might want to ask Edo a question.
Sure, what do you want to ask him? Edo, I'm allowed to ask you a question. They've asked me to. So I would love you to tell me what you admire most about Nick.
About Nick?
Yeah, what do you love most about Nick as a colleague? What impresses you most?
There are many things actually that I can say about him.
Top one. Give me the biggest one.
Quick driver, intelligent actually, and we get along actually quite good.
Okay,
So we've
so
got a good relationship.
10 out of 10 race colleague, you'd say?
Yeah, for sure. Well, 10
9?
is perfect, let's say, but
8?
let's go for
7?
9. 9.
Yeah.
I think you nailed that.
No.
Actually, I have one more question for you.
go for it.
News about the next generation of Formula E car came out this week.
Yep.
It's exciting stuff, right?
Yeah, incredible. So obviously FIA put their technical specs out, so a lot of people have gone into the detail of that and they're trying to work out what that will mean. Obviously what we know it will mean is a much more powerful car, almost double the power. These cars on track today will get to 350 kilowatts. You know that's 1.8 seconds 0 to 60, 0 to 100. It's 600 kilowatts in the new car. It's a bigger car, bigger platform, much more powerful and permanent all-wheel drive.
Lucas de Grassi,
Yes.
you're a man that knows a lot about Formula E. You're a man that knows a lot about the future of Formula E. Can you get people hyped in under 15 seconds? Why should they be excited about the next gen of Formula E?
Because the car has nearly 1,000 horsepower, and it will be a close lap time to a Formula 1 car.
You didn't even need 15
Less
seconds.
than that.
We're here on the grid in Jakarta, and actually we're just clearing the grid here in Jakarta. It's a hot grid, it's a humid grid, it's super, super busy. It's filled with superstars. We've got the likes of Bianca Bustamante here on the grid. Give us a wave. We're so excited to see her in the rookie test in a few weeks' time. But for now, well, Jake Dennis is on pole position, Taylor Barnard starting in P2. It's time to go racing!
British driver takes the checkered flag. Dan Ticktum wins here in Jakarta.
Dan Ticktum, for so long you've been the bad boy of Formula E. You've had people say you can't do it, and here you are. You've won your first Formula E race. Prove them all wrong. How good does that feel?
I think that is the most joyous part of all this, I have to say. Like, you know, obviously I'm thrilled that I've won a race. Been in Formula E for nearly 4 years now, but the whole time, you know, I've known this is what I can do, and now I've got a good car and I'm doing it, lo and behold. So, yeah, I'm very, very happy. I think a lot of people forgot that I used to be quite handy on the F1 ladder back in the day, and now, you know, I'm just going to start proving it again. The guys have pretty remarkable, really, in 6-7 months. The rate of improvement that we've had over this season. We started in quite a not great place, and I was a little bit underwhelmed at the beginning of the season, and we've chipped away, and you know, since Miami it's been quite a steep upwards trajectory. So God, nearly got that out right. So yeah, very, very proud of them. You know, been with them since day one here, and to be able to deliver that is very, very special. Very special for them, and a good feeling for me.
And it was such a challenging race out there, all sorts of shenanigans going on. What was it that you think won it for you today?
I think there was a few things in the middle of the race with the first attack mode where I feel like we didn't quite benefit, and I was sort of thinking, okay, you know, P5's good here. Then the rest of the race was just clean. Like, we had a bit of fortune with the late safety car, late full course yellows, etc. But you know, I've had my fair share of bad luck this year and throughout my career, so it feels quite odd to have some luck. But you know, the team put the car, you know, strategy-wise in the right place. You know, I sort of did as I was told and helped in that regard with the attack modes, and yeah, I think we executed it well. Like, practice with the track with these conditions, no one really learned anything. So going into quali, it was a bit of an educated guess. We got it right, pace was good, and here we are. So yeah.
Congratulations, Dan Ticktum, Formula E race winner. We have a brand new race winner in Formula E. Dan Ticktum wins the Jakarta E-Prix. And to talk about it all, I'm joined by Katie Fairman and John Jackson to do our usual winners and losers, where we talk about some of the most impressive performances, and then we talk about who didn't do so good. I want to start with John Jackson.
I'm the winner.
You are. You're a winner in all our hearts.
You're going to go for Dan Ticktum, so I'm going to say my winner is Nico Müller, because he made up a lot of places in a track that we all thought was going to be hard to make up places. Started 13th, finished 3rd. He's come close to a podium for Andretti so far. I think it was Miami he came 4th.
Yep.
Hasn't got one so far, managed to get one now. We thought an Andretti would be on the podium. We thought it would be Jake Dennis. It turned out to be his teammate Nico Müller. Great for him.
Good story.
And you want a loser as well?
I do.
I guess Nick de Vries.
Ouch.
Starting on the 2nd row, going quite well, looking like he was going to battle Jake Dennis for the victory, and then not making the end of the race. So, unfortunately, Nick de Vries is my loser, I'm afraid. Sorry, Nick.
It was scrappy. It was scrappy.
Yeah, it was.
Katie Fairman.
Well, I'm going to go for a winner-loser hybrid combo. I don't know if that's allowed.
Loopholes.
But
Okay.
I can't make a decision, so
Fine.
here you go. I'm going to go with Edo Mortara as my majority winner, just like to clarify.
Yep.
But I feel like I'll address the loser part first. it could have been the win. It's
Yeah.
so close to being a win. Obviously, lots of things unfolded for him to be in that position in the first place, including, like you say, the slightly scrappy driving from his teammate. But yeah, in those final few laps, if we were on another circuit, maybe something like a Shanghai that we had last time out, yeah, mainly Ede Mortara. It's so nice to see him back on the podium.
been a
Big
while.
smile on
It's
his
nice.
face, and he's been working so hard, as have Mahindra Racing behind the scenes, to, you know, boost their performance and put them back on the podium, which is where I think they rightfully belong.
I'm going to do my winners and losers. Feel free to chip in if you have anything to add.
Okie dokie.
Do I start with my winner or my loser? We'll do the winner. We'll do the positive one.
We'll do the predictable one.
Let me
first.
guess.
Dan Ticktum.
Dan Ticktum.
Tis Dan Ticktum. Firstly, redemption.
Energetic.
I called him a loser last time out. You proved me wrong.
He didn't
And
like that as well. I spoke to him. He said that Alexa's calling me a loser again. I was like, come on, Dan.
You
She didn't
just can't
mean
be
it.
having
She
that.
just did it in a video. Like,
Can't
you
be
know.
having that.
Yeah, well, he proved you wrong.
I did. Well, I think that was the whole point of today. That he wasn't that emotional at the podium because he was saying he just felt
He was
like
being so mature.
he proved everybody wrong. That was all he could think about. He wanted to know he had it and he had it done. And actually, fun little tidbit for you. Formulary's very own James Roster at the start of the week went up to Dan's garage and took the board that's usually used to show what position a driver is during the race. He put the P1 signs in there so that every time Dan left the garage, he saw Dan Ticktum P1. I'm not saying the manifestation worked, guys, but Dan handled today like a pro. He was mature, he was very, very sensible, no dodgy moves. Fair play to the guy.
Very much so, yeah.
We
It's
asked
nice.
him, didn't we, Katie, in the press conference afterwards, how he'd celebrate. And he said last time after 1 million beers at the podium he got in Tokyo, he didn't actually get 1 million beers, only had a few thousand, but this time he thinks 1 million beers might be achieved by him and the team. And they actually had Magnums afterwards in the garage, I saw, so they were enjoying ice cream, not beer.
Yeah, I was like champagne,
I
right?
thought you mentioned Magnum champagne.
There were no Magnums here.
Mine went straight to ice cream.
And my loser, very briefly, again, it feels cruel to call him a loser because he had such a good qualifying, but it's Taylor Barnard. I think he didn't quite maximise the opportunity today. He could have been on pole position, made a mistake, and then during the race, things just didn't work out. They took up tap mode at the wrong time, and he just showed a little bit of immaturity.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's his rookie year. He's still smashing it, and I'm sure in Berlin he's going to show us all what he's got even more.
Yeah, he's been raced there before as well, don't forget. So
That's
it's
true.
kind of a rarity for him this season.
And also, Taylor can then be my winner in Berlin.
I'll tell Taylor you called him a loser, and like what
We'll-
happened with
we'll
Dan,
sort this out.
it'll happen, yeah.
Brilliant. John, Katie, thank you very much for joining me. And up next, it's our last stop before we head to London. We're doing Berlin, and it's always a big weekend, a brilliant weekend. And don't forget, we have the rookie test, so lots for you to get your teeth into. Make sure you're following along with all of the action. We'll see you there.
Take off in Tempelhof.
Overtake? Yes, let's use the power.
Evans is through.
I got spun. Oh man.
Contact at Mortara.
Full push. Gloves are off, elbows out.
7 fighting 4 with a string of results unheard of. The man is on fire. Dominated, baby. Anyone on the railways.